This happened to Nnamdi Kanu in court 5 minutes ago. You'll be shocked at what caused it. All right, Nigerians, I greet you. I greet everybody. I greet everyone out there listening to this broadcast. It's yet another broadcast for you coming from the Lord TV. Yes, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, today's trial, 4th of November. The unbelievable actually happened 5 minutes ago as the IPOP leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu resumed hearing today. Don't forget that the IPOP leader was adjourned, his case was adjourned 4th, 5th, and 6th. And believe me, on arrival, this actually happened that even Omotosho was shocked. He never believed that that he will get um, this unbelievable. Even Aloy Jumako, the lawyer of Mazinam Kanu, was fully present but didn't take part in the defense. Let's go straight to the video and for you to hear what happened.
You cannot ask me to enter a defense for a law that does not exist. And particularly, the law that the Supreme Court itself has declared non-existent. So what will I be defending? We're in a country where our laws are written. This is not England where you have an unwritten constitution or unwritten law. We have a country where all our laws are in black and white. This is a lawmaker here. They made the law we're talking about. And if you ask him, he will tell you that there is nowhere they missed chapter 45 of the criminal code. They didn't make it. But all of the people made that law. It is not in a So who made that law? Who made that law? Was that law made by the Attorney General's office? And the Attorney General does not have the power to make laws. So I am saying, as an ordinary citizen, that the Nnamdi Kanu is completely right and within some practices of the Constitution which borders on his fundamental right to say here to be tried in a court with a law that is in existence, not with a law that is not existent. You can do a prompting or you can start by asking a question.
Now, when you like I can't decide. We remain as consultants to him and as his brothers embracing counsel. Well, my observation is that let's keep in mind that 14th October this year, many 10 years that this case has been held. That matter has become too complicated for the judiciary to handle. Underscores our core point that this matter is more political than legal. That this is a matter for the executive branch to settle the political sleight of hand. It's not a matter to be offered to the limited wiggle room of a court of law or the judiciary. There is a lot of wide back, a lot of wide space left for politicians or political leaders of this country to resolve political issues that border on agitation. Why this one has become impracticable is very, very, very disappointing. There's a thesis that has become impracticable because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is an evil man. That thesis is becoming more and more valid by the day. So what is playing out in court now is nothing but the best evidence that this matter has gone beyond the province of judiciary and should be taken back, by the executive branch that started it anyway. There is no trial without prosecution. So it's the executive branch, the president, that triggered this thing through the office of the Attorney General. So the president can direct the Attorney General to take the case back to the table to see whether it should be resolved politically. But to try to resolve this case before the courts is becoming more and more impossible every day. Is this a call for political intervention? Well, of course, everybody is calling for that. It's not throwing in the forward. What is wrong with calling with reconciliation? reconciliation when the courts of the land actually recognize it as well. Check out Section 17 of Federal High Court Act. It called on judges to seek reconciliation between litigants before them, including in criminal cases. Section 174 of the Constitution empower the Attorney General of the Federation to discontinue criminal prosecutions. So, why should anybody say this matter should be resolved in court when we have an alternative route of resolving it politically that appears to be easier and that would appear to be pleasing to everybody? If you go to the process is okay. What I will leave one of my colleagues to discuss that with my summer square of our Wukusia.
Okay, actually it's good for us to keep the record straight. Passing on the Kalisi is not saying that you not enter the fence. Passing on the Kalisi under what law are you talking about? Going by the Constitution, there is no charge against him. They are telling me the law. Because you're telling the law upon which is being tried. Now, my law is on so saying that whatever thing that you have to say should be believed at the final written address and it should be on a condition to know whether you're supposed to be believed. I'm not going to say no. There are thresholds, there are hurdles upon which you need to cross, you need to reach a particular issue. And one fundamental issue there is that the law says we are talking about issue of extraordinary rendition, the way you are being brought back from Kenya to Nigeria. And they want somebody to come and give evidence on that. There is nothing before him. And if you want the motion of Mazin and Kawakari, Kawakari said, Federal High Court has given a judgment in respect of that and also awarded 500 million against federal government in his favor. That judgment is in the court file. The Court of Appeal, in their judgment, also gave ruling on that and made comment about that. The CTC of that judgment is in the court file. Supreme Court, in their judgment, also took judicial notice of that and they condemned that attitude. They are all in court file. There was a motion challenge the decision of the court where these issues are being raised. And Mazin made reference of the motion in the court file. And under the Evidence Act, Mazin is saying that under the law, court is obliged, is under obligation to take judicial notice of every document in your file. Yeah. So asking him now to go and enter into a defense and start giving evidence on that.
Hey guys, do you know that this video that you are currently watching is not being
issue? Court is expected to raise this issue. Now there is a charge before me. Please, under what law? Address me on this issue before I go into trial. And my Mazin filed a motion, and I think that motion, Mazin said that motion should be had. And all this issue I raised should be tried for me to go into trial. So I'm into defense. So my law, Mazin can maintain his position on that. So my law said that there is one to no room for him to take that defense. Just like you see, we are no longer into the matter, but we are still conducting us. I don't say so. On handling his matter in court, he felt that he's competent.
Nnamdi Kanu today declined defense again, saying that on what ground, on what law are you asking me to enter defense? The Nigerian law is written black and white. There is no section of the Constitution that says that I am guilty. I wasn't charged. There is no charges against me. So why are you asking me to enter into defense? On what ground? Why? What is my offense? That is why he's saying he's not entering defense. I thought Justice Omotosho was throwing threat that Nnamdi Kanu should go and meet a professional to advise him. You don't see him now. Nnamdi Kanu, you can see the caliber of personality that are out to give a debate on that. That is Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers and also some veterans from the USA military. You can see them speaking, giving the quotes and making it very clear and straight. So I don't know. Oh my God, Justice Omotosho is a part and parcel of this politics to stop, to make Nnamdi Kanu, rot in jail. God forbid bad thing, go happen. My dear listeners, this is why I told you that you should go nowhere, because this very broadcast is going to hit up the truth out. Yes, it's going to hit up the truth out, and all of these people will be exposed one after the other. Thank you.
The Nigerian army invaded IPOB, labeled IPOB a terrorist group. The law has made provision on how to go about this. To start with, number one, the Nigerian army does not have the right to carry out the assignment they did, because it is solely an exclusive assignment of the Nigerian police force. And so the Nigerian army cannot take over the assignment, the responsibility of the Nigerian police force in an attempt to make the government, or in an attempt to glorify a particular person. So I believe strongly that what the Nigerian army has done is against our law, and it's very, very dangerous for our democracy, because it's a mockery of the system of government we practice in the general public and of course in the global world. We're in a station whereby we are seen to abuse the law. Or when you look at the grounds or the reasons why the Nigerian army labeled this organization a terrorist group, you will understand that all of these reasons are not within the confines of the law. The law made it very, very clear that for an organization to be proscribed or to be labeled as a terrorist organization, there are procedures that must be followed. Number one, the Inspector General of Police, or the AG, that's the Attorney General of Police, or the NSA, the National Security Advisor, is supposed to prepare an application to the courts, and the judge in chamber can grant that application. However, such an application must receive the endorsement of the president, and that's the provision of the law. As the judge has the responsibility to check the basis and the grounds of this application. We must be able to differentiate between civil disobedience and, of course, civil disobedience and terrorism. There are laws on ground to checkmate people who have done things that are contrary to our laws. We have the law that has to do with treason. We have the law that has to do with murder. We have the law that has to do with civil disobedience and all of that. So I believe strongly that if an individual or a group of individuals has done something contrary to our laws, such people must be treated within the confines of the law. However, proscribing the organization or declaring the organization is a deliberate celebration of ignorance, which is very, very terrible. So I think it is important that the Nigerian government should review our action. The Nigerian army quickly rushed to the public to declare this organization a terrorist group without consulting the requirement, the position of the law, to understand what exactly should be done. Now, in my own view, I believe that this is a pressure group who they have a responsibility to make demands. Looking at some of the statement and some of the action of IPOB, talking about hoisting their flag in public.
But what about where, Mr. Olajengesi, I need to come in here. What about where safety is concerned? This is not the first python dance the Nigerian army had. This is the second, and the rationale is to flush out criminals from the southeast.
Get one free sachet when you buy 5 Samia tomato mix or pepper and onion sachets.
Yet the business of the Nigerian army is not to flush out criminals in the society. The Nigerian police force have an exclusive duty, looking at our constitution section 215 sub 3 specifically, mandated the Nigerian police force with the instruction of the Nigerian president to ensure that public safety of property is guaranteed, is secured in our society. So when you talk about public safety, it is an exclusive assignment that has been vested in the Nigerian police force. The Nigerian army can't take over the Nigerian police force. They were not trained to work within the human or the community system. They are trained to fight war. So it is only in a situation where there is insurrection, that is when the Nigerian army can step in with the direction of the president. However, when you are talking about public safety, the Nigerian police force is an organization where you look at the Nigerian police force, they have the sole responsibility to ensure that there is public safety is guaranteed. And all of this must be done within the confines of our law.
But what about the Southeast governors? They did what they did in the interest of the people.
The Southeast governors?
Yes.
Well, what the Southeast governor did also is political anyway, but it's not in confines with the law. The Southeast governor declared in public that IPOB activities have been proscribed. In the first place, IPOB was not registered under the Southeast governor. The Southeast governor is not a constitutional organization, it's not the constitution of Nigeria. The Southeast governor have no business. Our law says that every group of persons have a right to organize themselves, have a right to freedom of association, and they have a right of expression. However, in the course of carrying out all of this right, if there is any way they actually breach the laws of the land, the Nigerian police force have a duty to arrest such person, investigate.
My dear listeners, today is loaded. In fact, individuals are already out to speak up their mind in defense of Nnamdi Kanu. Not be just Nnamdi Kanu's trial. People are coming up to speak. They are also coming up to speak up on the prescription of IPOB, because all of them join. Nigerian government must remove all of those nonsensical that they heaped on the Biafrans. Nnamdi Kanu must be free. I tell you, whether they like it or not. Make una hear this one as well.
Because even if they are not see their master for complete 10 years, they are still loyal to their master. Nnamdi Kanu's fan base, this is the strongest fan base on social media. And this very fan base, you really need to deal with them with respect and love. You get why? Because person, we're ready to die for person we love. We're ready to go to prison.